everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what my daily routine for 40 plus reptiles looks like. So I'm going to be showing you feeding, watering, spraying, all that fun stuff. And before we get started, I just want to let you know that what I'm feeding the animals is just like a sample of what they get. This is not by any means their complete diet, so take that into account. And I'm also not going to be showing you like everything I do. This is just kind of an idea of the main things I have to do in a day. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing I do in the mornings is I go through and I collect all of the food bowls. So here's Mr. Sheldon this morning, waiting for his salad. So I just basically go in, I grab their food bowls here, and I'm just going to collect all of the food bowls, and then I will clean them all out, and then we'll prepare the food. Okay, so I have collected all of the food bowls. We have the Chinese box turtle, three-toed box turtle, bearded dragon, blue-tongued skink, crested geckos, and ocellated skinks. So I have all of the food bowls, and now I have to wash them. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so all of the dishes are now clean, and now I'm going to start preparing the food. So for the box turtles, which is that dish and that dish, I'm going to be giving them some veggies and probably some box turtle food. For the bearded dragon, I'm going to be giving some veggies. For the blue-tongued skink, I'm going to be doing a little bit of veggies and then some hornworms, probably hornworms as well for the bearded dragon. Then for the crested geckos, I'm obviously just going to do rapashi. And then for the ocellated skinks, I'm going to give them some mealworms and probably some veggies as well. So let's do that. Okay, so now I'm going to actually prepare all of the foods. Hopefully you can see everything here. Over here I just have some mixed greens. So I literally just rip them up here. So we'll let's do the Chinese box turtle, if you can see that. Mixed greens, red leaf, some mixed greens. And then I'm going to do the same for the beardy. On her bowl. Blue-tongued skink. The baby box turtle is just going to get a super little amount. Really tiny amount. Just like that. And last but not least is the ocellated skinks, which I'm just going to give them, again, a really little amount because they're little skinks. There's 5 of them, so a little bit more, but yeah, just a little amount there. So now I'm going to wet down some box turtle food for the box turtles, and this is just the Zoo Med Gourmet box turtle food. So I'm literally just going to pour some in this little cup, and then I'm going to let it soak. So here's what it looks like dry. And then all I do is I take my spray bottle and I just wet it like this, and I'm going to leave it for like 5 minutes, let it absorb the water, and then we'll dish it out to the box turtles. So in the meantime, I'm going to make the rapashi for the crested geckos. And if you don't know what rapashi is, it's basically a meal replacement powder for crested geckos and other geckos. And this is what it looks like. I have the grubs and fruit one. It's just the one my geckos like. I also do feed them crickets occasionally, but this is just their staple diet. So to prepare, it's pretty simple. Just undo the lid here. It's just a powder, if you can see that. Take their bowls. This is for the babies, so I need a very little amount. Then we have the adult pair. Maybe a little bit more for them. And then again for just a single female, just put a little bit there. And that's just what it looks like. Then, what you do is you have your powder, but you obviously can't feed it to them as a powder. So you just spray it down. And then I just use a little dowel here and just mix until it gets to like a ketchup consistency. So just keep adding water until it's the right consistency. And you basically want it to be like either like ketchup, or you can think of it as also like a bit of a milkshake consistency. There is an exact ratio, but I never actually measure it out just because I've kind of got a good idea of how just to do it by eye. So that's what that one looks like. And then we'll do the same with the other two. So just put a little bit of water, put a little bit of water, and then I just mix it. And if it's too wet, I just add powder to it to make it the right consistency. Most geckos aren't too picky, but you will get the occasional gecko that's picky about the consistency. There's that one. And then here's the little baby one. And there's what that looks like. So now the box turtle food has absorbed all the water. You can see it's kind of mushy. So what I do is I just give some to show you here. Just put some of the Chinese box turtle. He's an adult, so I give him most of it. And I give a little bit to the baby box turtle. And then my blue tongue skink actually likes this too, so I'll give her a little bit. It's just as a treat. It is not any way in shape or form her full-time diet, so don't worry about that. It's just literally pellets, freeze-dried mealworms, strawberries, and yeah, I think that's everything. So there's really nothing in it that she can't have. So just give her a little bit of that as a treat. And now I'll open up the mealworms. That's what those look like. And I'm going to just give some to the beauty, a few of those to her, a few of them to the box turtle, and then I will give a few of them to the ocellated skinks, but their dish is really shallow. It's just a little lid, so I tend to just like tongue feed them to them. But yeah, just because they will climb out of this little dish and then they'll be all in their bedding, which is really, really gross. So that's why I do that. So the last step for the food preparation is the vitamins, and today I'm using Reptivite with D3. I alternate between using calcium and then vitamins as well, but today is vitamins, so this is what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to sprinkle it on everybody's food. So now that all of the dishes are prepared, I'm going to hand them out, and then I have to do the feeding from tongs. So here is Sheldon's food. Let's see if he goes right for it. What's that, Sheldon? See what he thinks. Yeah, he's excited. There he goes. Baby box turtles, but he never comes out right away to eat it. He'll come out later. There's his little setup. And here is my blue tongue skink Rue and her food. I'm gonna put it over here for her. There's Rue. Here you go, girl, look. There's your lettuce. She's probably gonna be sad because she wants worms, but that'll come later. I'm gonna feed her some hornworms. There's Phoenix with her greens. The baby crested geckos, put that in their little wedge. See if we can see any of them. There's a little tail back there, if you can see that. Let's see if we've seen the other ones. Oh, there's one up there. Right there. Oh, can you see her? Oh, there she is. So now we have the two crested gecko cages. So I'm going to give their food. Mango in here. So a female crusty. And we have breeders in here. So just gonna give them their food. So the last dish to give out is the ocellated skinks. And I don't think I've shown these guys to you before. I just recently got them. So there's Zoe. I just recently got them. There's a group of 4 adults and a little baby in here. So let's give them their food. Another really important part of my daily routine for the reptiles is spraying and watering them. So here's one of my tree boa cages, my Sullivan Island tree boas, and this is actually the male's cage. So basically what I do for all of the cages that need it is I spray them down. This is my little pressure sprayer, and yeah, it's not too difficult. All I do is just put it here, just spray all of the cages down like this. And this basically is just to hydrate the cages. Some of them do have live plants, you can see back there, which is good for the plants, and it just keeps the humidity up for the animals. So I go around all of the cages that need it and I spray them. Here are my 3 crested gecko cages, so I gotta spray all of them. Here's the babies, just do a little spray on the top there just so they don't all jump out when I open the cage. The other thing I do pretty much every other day is I'll check the waters of all the snakes. Here's my little lavender ball python. And yeah, so I go through all of the racks and all of the different cages, and I rinse out and refill all of the water bowls. Alright everyone, so that was my daily routine, or most of it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do in a day for 40 reptiles. It might seem like a lot of work, but it usually takes me about an hour and I can get everything done. I split it usually between the morning and the night, so it doesn't ever really take me that long. But if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe down below. I'd also love if you would leave a comment. And yeah, also I will put my Instagram here on the screen. I'd love if you'd follow me, post pictures of my reptiles, and yeah, you can see daily updates about the reptiles and what I'm doing. So yeah, if you want to see more videos, I'd love for you to subscribe, and if you have any suggestions, I always love suggestions, so definitely tell me what you want to see. Soleil's like, I'm done. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Bye.